Good morning.
Good morning. What's exciting in your morning?
I want to share something that happened yesterday.
Okay.
So I have been wanting a map for many, many years because I like maps. And when we went to Seattle, I bought a map. And
Right.
so I took it to the framing place, local framing lady, and asked her to frame it. Well, I'm in her shop, and she's this very eclectic person, and I'm following her around, and she says, "I'm an artist," just like that. Like she's got all these paintings all around, and most of them are not hers; they're other people, and things are framed. And she passes a picture that she has done, and she said, "I'm an artist. That's what I did." But the energy was just like that. It was like, firm, this is who I am. And it was so certain and strikingly strong of who she knew she was, that it was not jarring, but it was striking. I noticed it.
She was certain.
She was certain, and I'm an artist.
And owned it.
So she really owned it. Mm-hmm. So I thought that would be a good morning conversation, and even a good exercise for some of the level 1, 2, 3 people.
Sure. So what did you notice? Were you taken by her identity as an artist, or were you taken about how she kind of held herself in an alignment that basically said, I'm certain and I own it and I'm capable and this is who I am? And I have this label called artist. I'm not minimizing that, but was I'm the artist the message, or was the presentation of I'm the artist?
She could have been a writer or an accountant or anything, and it was how she held herself.
Sure.
Her certainty of
this is who I am.
This is who I am. I'm an artist. And I thought, well, what, all of us, if we had that as an exercise, fill in the blank, I'm a X, but do it in a way that is equivalent to her strength.
So it's undisputable.
Oh, totally. There was no doubt. I totally believed her.
Yeah, and it wasn't arrogant or cocky, or it was because you mentioned this last night. So she just simply said, "Here I am."
Yeah, and everything, even, we do a lot of how do you dress yourself in Mastering Alchemy. And she looked the part of an artist. She dressed like how I would think, funky, colorful, loose, baggy, like I live this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you also said she had owned this business for
37 years.
So she wasn't just an artist.
No, she was very successful, and she said that her business flourished during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. It was affected positively.
Yeah. So how does everybody begin to have that message conveyed to the rest of the world from that same kind of place? So when you said that last night briefly, it's really how was she dressed? She could have been a plumber,
Right.
She could have been in anything, and you wouldn't have doubted it or challenged her or felt offended by or pushed on. She just had an ownership with certainty.
She owned it, and it was really refreshing to see.
Yeah. So how do you turn that into something here?
Right. So it got me thinking, well, how would I fill in the blank? I do art, but I wouldn't say I'm an artist with that strength.
Yeah. So reverse that. So it doesn't matter what you do. What is the strength that you want to represent, whatever it is that you actually do. I clean the floor. But from such a place of strength and certain and ownership that the labeling that you're putting on is insignificant to the presentation of this is who I am.
Yeah, I am certain. I'm capable. I like myself.
Yeah. So that sounds like an interesting. So to everybody, what would it take for you to simply pull that off? Just
Own it.
own it, present yourself. Doesn't matter what the label is. It's I'm here, and this is what I am, and this is how I'm representing myself. This is how I'm playing in this movie that I'm playing in, and I enjoy it. I like it. I own it. So
I'm a teacher. I'm a gardener. I'm owning that. Like I can imagine being out gardening, and or shopping or anything in life, and taking and being present enough to stop and say, I'm a gardener, and really own that moment.
yeah, and it's a different thing. In most people meet somebody new and they say, "What do you do?"
Right.
And this isn't what do I do. This is who I am. I am this with this interest or orientation, and I play at this, but this is who I am.
Because what you're really saying is, I am certain.
Yeah.
The label, the accountant, the gardener, the artist, it
Right.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's you're projecting your strength and certainty.
Yeah. I like me. I'm comfortable with me. This is how I play. I'm simply presenting myself to you. And if you like to play, great. And if you're not, it's okay. So that's an exercise. It's a great exercise to begin to say to people, or just walk around owning whatever it is you are and try it out.
And just as you said that, as we're talking about this, I realized what was happening in my space when she said that was I had respect.
Yeah. And were you attracted?
I was attracted. She was
Yeah.
more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the other part of it. I'm an exciting personality. I like me. And that I like me becomes very magnetic. Other people want to be like that. I like you, and I want to be like you.
And it's like I felt respect for her, and I didn't doubt that she was an artist. And I could, although we didn't go this far in the conversation, I could see her being able to really hold her boundaries. So besides respect, if she and I had gotten into some conversation, I would have known she could hold her own.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew she can hold her own.
So you liked that experience.
It was interesting to see that
Yeah, nice find.
and see it in a woman.
Oh yeah, nice find.
Yeah.
Nice find. So
I'm a.
oh, you're asking me.
Asking you.
I'm a teacher.
Yes.
I'm a person who likes to create things. I'm a business person, a multitasker.
You're a good apple pie maker.
Becoming masterful. Always looking for new tips.
That's the word, masterful.
Yeah,
So she was being masterful at that moment.
absolutely. So that sense of certain, capable, present is a mastery. Yeah, what a coincidence. Mastering, alchemy, certain, capable.
Works.
Works. So go out and try it out. See what you can do and see if you can be masterful.